Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm making a delicious and hearty chicken soup called Shorba. Shorba is the Arabic word for soup. This is another one of my family recipes that my grandmother's mother used to make and has passed along to us. This is actually one of my favourite recipes to make, especially when I'm feeling a little under the weather and need a pick-me-up meal. It's a chicken, vegetable, egg noodle and rice soup. I make this Shorba recipe and freeze it in snack block bags. Please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos I have coming out. The ingredients for this recipe include chicken, carrots, onions, potatoes, and my personal addition to this recipe of corn kernels. I also use basmati rice and a nest of egg noodles. If I'm time poor, then I will use a store-bought stock. To start, I pour 2 litres of water into a saucepan on a high heat. I add in a stick of cinnamon and 2 bay leaves. This may be controversial. I thoroughly wash this chicken under cold water as I'm going to be making chicken stock from it. I've also cut off the tail section too. The saucepan lid is placed on to speed along the boiling process. Sometimes if I'm making a small batch, I'll use chicken breast or a chicken thigh instead of the whole chicken. If I find that the water is very fatty, I'll skim out about 2 cups of the water, add back in 2 cups of water to replace it. About halfway through, I'll flip over the chicken so that the chicken breast is facing the bottom. Then I put the lid back on and continue to boil it until the meat starts to fall off the bone. There's no better way to get the full flavour from the chicken than making your own stock. If you are time poor or you have some leftover chicken to use, then skip this step. Next, you have to allow time for the chicken to cool off so that you can pull the meat off without burning yourself. This is 250 grams of chicken breast. You can use leftover roast chicken or barbecue chicken and to repurpose it into a different meal. In a saucepan on a high heat, I start by pouring 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then crush 1 egg noodle nest and stir it until they start to turn golden brown. I keep stirring it so that it colours evenly. Next is the onion. Make sure you give it a good mix to break them up. Then I put in the pulled chicken and give it a good stir. Followed by the carrots and continue to stir so that nothing burns. Now that it's the potatoes. This is the stock that's been allowed to cool down, and if it's extremely fatty, I'll skim off some of the fat, but we'll leave some as it will give flavour to the soup. Next I put in the cinnamon stick to add in the flavour as it cooks. I add in the minced garlic and 2 cups of water. If you're using pre-made chicken stock, you may need to reduce this to 1 cup of water instead. Now adding the mixed herbs, salt and pepper. You may wish to adjust these to your taste. I personally don't like adding too much salt in my food. I now add in the basmati rice, and I'll check every so often to see if the vegetables are cooked. It really depends on how big you cut the carrots and the potatoes as to how much time it will take to cook. Then I'll put the lid on and allow it to boil until the potatoes and the carrots are cooked. Once they're about 90% done, this is when I will add in the corn kernels, as they don't take long to cook. Basically, I'm just heating them through. Now it's time to serve this hearty and flavourful soup. This smells just amazing in my kitchen. This recipe makes about 4 to 5 bowls as you see here, and can be scaled up or down. It is a great winter warmer and makes an excellent freezer meal where you can just defrost it, heat it and eat it. Look how appetizing that looks, and it tastes just delicious. I hope you like this recipe and give it a go. Love to hear how you go with it in the comments section below. Please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos I have coming out. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next video.